Truck light streak past the window. I chew dust, count rock. Dead of night to blink.
Late check-in off 510, carpet tied, soda flat. Desk clerk half asleep scrolling, key cards stacked in the stack. Ice machine coughing in the hallway, distant TV on mute. Parking lot full of box trucks, quiet killers in boots. I drop duffel by the bed, frame contract spread on the sheet. Route lines drawn and highlighter, next month's bread on repeat. This that rest stop renaissance, diesel angels and rose. Ain't no velvet rope glitter, just fluorescent halos. Vending light on my face while I run through the split. If the numbers ain't honest, I ain't touching that hit. Real one is my cousin with the forklift shirt, not the dude in the comments in the counterfeit shirt. I remember being broke in a fast food hat, not a promoter sign wires before I touch his stat. He say talk about bodies, I say talk about who eats. If the verse don't uplift us, it ain't touching these beats. Gas station cross the frontage, hums blue in the black. Teenager sweeping the lot, hood up, spine bent back. He out my place, ask questions, says he need a big lane. Says if they play with me once, I'm a gun for they chain. I ask what you want, really, new hearse, a new life. He go quiet, looks down at his broom, grips it tight. If the move don't grow, you let it die out. If the flex ain't fool, what you lie about? If the deal feels staged for a fake crowd, walk past all that noise, hear them about. Interstate quiet money, no parade, no plea, just the hum of the ties and the code I keep. If you really about power, let your family full. If the offer look bloody, that's a clown man's pull. Hands up for the checks, make clean, no blood. Whole room shake when we chant that good. Hand up for the checks, make clean, no blood. Whole room shake when we chant that good. Next week Atlanta outskirts, cheap neon buzz in the rain. Fly tape to the ice box, my name spelled plain. Inside promoter nervous, tries to shave my slice. I slide him the sign sheet, look once, blink twice. He fold fast, fix totals, ain't no see, no shout. That's enforcement with a pen, that's what grown talk about. Hit the stage, crowd loaded, phones lit, lungs loud. But I don't feed them fairy tales about a chalked out crowd. I talk cousins in kitchens, aunties bagging the plates. Talk my brother in rehab, choosing life over weight. Beat, knock, words, razor, they still bounce, still cheer. Hook, keep your circle and your conscience clear. Slide to Memphis by Morning Bridge, lights drip on the floor. Barbecue smoke in the Motel Drake, river slow. Studio in the back unit, egg crates on the wall. Local kid with a notebook, waiting out in the hall. He say they want me to cap, say I'm letting it fly. So tell what's really outside your wide. Till you blind with no doctor, your lights cut at 9. Till your pops on that bottle, your mom on that grind. If it's still cut you soft when you bleed, what's true. They was never who this music was for, my dude. He stepping, hit the mic, raw, no disguise. You can hear whole neighborhoods in this line. If the script they hand you for renting it wrong, to the page right slow, make it lifelong. If a check want your soldiers to sound strong, leave it there on the table, move along. Interstate quiet money, no parade, no plea, just the hum of the ties and the code I keep. If you really about power, let your family full. If the offer look bloody, that's a pay me full. Hands up for the wins that don't rot your gut. For the phones you would know with ski miffed up. Hands up for the wins that don't rot your gut. For the phones you would know when they scream act up. I seen killers and tears and fluorescent light. Seen tough rappers crumble when it came to real life. If your crown needs a grave, that throne ain't it. I want birthdays, reunions, grandkids, and grit. Interstate quiet money, chant that loud. We don't sell our cash, just to hype some crap. If the game want blood, we finesse that twist. Turn the trigger to a signal, the weapons the real. Hands high for survival, with your morals intact. That's gangs in the future, everything else set. Everything else set.
Still wind cuts my face. Harbor lights blinking like they judging my soul.
Container stacks, lean heavy, brush cars bright in the dome. Forklift forks, glide silent, neon vest ghost on the lawn. Salt on my tongue from the base, I cold metal under my palm. Big ship spine in the distance, engine chanting the song. Warehouse wall with a mural, kids eye sharpen the paint. Underneath the small letters, nobody saving the same. I'm standing where cranes throw shadows, like long barreled out. Custom dogs sniff the trailers, guards pacing their route. My jacket smell like diesel paper, motel AC. Manifest tucked in the pocket, terms memorized clean. Doc Foreman give a nod, knows I'm straight with the crew. Knows I don't chase illusion, I make contracts come true. Short tempers at the chain link, steel toe boots on glass. Arguments sparks like flint rock, one push both crash. I seen too many loud legends fade in the red tape and chalk. So I keep my name off nonsense, let my bank do the talk. Streets said crash out for honor, course it ride in the cage. I said I flip all this pressure, to a warehouse wage. Harbor siren starts howling while a go rips through trash. I'm counting heads in my circle, cutting dead weight fast. If the move feeds fear, let it ride in your throat. If the pride needs blood, send it home without vote. If the cash ain't clean, leave it stuck on that boat. You ain't waiting for that choice, you just rewrote the note. Portside courtroom, I ran my own mind. Raise your fist if you choose in a different design. We came from the alleys where the cold still sing. Now we stand in the open, making law our ring. If the move feeds fear, let it rot in your throat. If the pride needs blood, send it home without vote. If the cash ain't clean, leave it stuck on that boat. You ain't waiting for that choice, you just rewrote the note. Portside courtroom, I ran my own mind. Raise your fist if you choose in a different design. We came from the alleys where the cold still sing. Now we stand in the open, making law our reign. Portside courtroom, no stunt, no mask. Only verdict we honor is survive and surpass. Portside courtroom, no stunt, no mask. Only verdict we honor is survive and surpass. Night shift on the pier hums, tugboats blink in the row. Chain clank mixing with rap drums from a Honda below. Young blood posted by pilots, hoodie stitched with a flag. Hand buried in his waistband like he gripping his brag. He mutters if they try me, I'ma flip this whole scene. But his jaw got more sadness than the killer sheen. I walk slow, not parental, just a witness with math. Ask who signs the deposit when you choose that path. When your mama missed shifts for a bus to the trial, who collecting the clicks off your name for a while? He stares past my shoulder at the cranes in the sky, like he's seeing how tiny he look from that high. I tell him, you gotta hustle, I can see in your stance. Aim that iron will at a long-term chance. These trailers don't move themselves, these routes don't plan. You can run this yard legit, outgrow every cheap plan. Now weeks flip, I'm back through, see him scanning with a badge. Same hoodie, new focus, pulling weight like a dread. He say they still talk wild, but I clock in instead. I not once hear the chorus in the back of my head. Elsewhere in the city, boys still toast to collapse, but the ones who learn numbers starting tying the traps. I don't sing nobody, we all flawed in the grind. I just rap like a ledger, line for line against time. If a dare sounds sweet, but it stains your kin, walk back to the water, let it drown in the wind. If a deal feels sharp, aimed under your chin, turn sideways, keep stepping, let the shark spin. Portside courtroom, I ran my own mind. Raise your fist if you choose in a different design. We came from the alleys where the cold still sing. Now we stand in the open, making law our ring. Portside courtroom, no stunt, no mask. Only verdict we honor is survive and surpass. Portside courtroom, no stunt, no mask. Only verdict we honor is survive and surpass. Harbor bells hit midnight like a jury in steel. All the stories that raise us never show the appeal. If the script that they sell you ends, you sunk in the phone. Tear the page into ribbons, stack your bricks, build home. Portside courtroom, hold dock our stand. Every scar on our knuckles, now we're part of the plan. From the cranes to the corners, let this echo ring. We choose breath, choose hustle, choose a sharper king. Portside courtroom, ink dry, head high. If the myth needs martyrs, let that false god die. Great morning over the projects, breath smoking, heart already marching.
Corner store window sweating, scratch off dust on the sill. Bus stop bench with a blanket, someone chasing a pill. Chain link fence with a jersey tied, sun faded and torn. Underneath in black marker, ain't nobody reborn, but I seen different in fragments, little flashes in clay. Like the homie who left payroll to go lead in the bay. High rises lean over alleys like giants ready to fall. Steam ghosts from the manholes, train hum under it all. I'm walking with a backpack full of flyers and files. Club dates, vendor invoices, city stamps, long miles. I came up off a mattress on a living room floor, where the cops knew our doorway like a revolving door. Now promoter try shaving on my digits backstage. I slide him his own signature, watch him swallow that rage. Real pressure ain't a pose with a weapon on cam. It's your brother in the system, it's your mom with no plan. Fog rolling from the freeway, wrap the block like a shawl. I breathe deep, hear the echo of a juvenile call. Short kid under the staircase, carving threats in his phone. Talking step out, I'm ready like revenge on a loan. I ask him who you copy, some man already dead. You rehearsing his ending, while he's stuck in your head. If the story you repeating never gave you bread, why you quoting it daily like a prayer you bled? Every path you admire left somebody misled. Write a page of your own, don't recite the undead. Fog belt parables, carved in brick and breath. Tell them staying alive can be harder than death. Raise your voice if you know that the script been wrong. We can walk through the smoke and still come out strong. Fog belt parables, block quiet, no saints, just the ones who adapt and repaint constraints. Late at night in another zip, southbound rail in my ear. Warehouse show by the freight yard, backs tight, minds clear. Security in hoodies, not suits, but the code still firm. No foul play in the shadows, every bag we confirm. Beat hits, crowd leaning, I could sell them a lie, but I talk about clauses, about lawyers nearby. I tell them about the cousin who went down for a dare, while the one who said do it never once showed there. That's the pattern, I'm hunting every verse that I write. Give the demon a spotlight, show the wires at night. Houston fog on the bayou, muffled horns through the mist. Old head on the balcony, twisting tails with a twist. He said I did my dirt, lost my whole damn squad. If I had half your vision, I'd have leaned on God. Chicago wind through the project, snow powder in the grate. Young queen selling hair bundles, building rent, dodging fate. I buy some I don't need just to sponsor a drive. Tell her use this as starter, get your cousin a job. No camera, no sermon, just deposits of proof that we can move like generals without soldiers aloof. I've been on with a temper, had to bury that steel. Now I chamber my patience, let that flame stay sealed. If they slide in my circle with a one-way war, we escort them to the exit, let them bark at the door. If the love from your set only lives in a hearse, rethink who you salute when you quote they verse. If the toughest in the room never built, just curse. Turn your back on that script, write a new universe. Belt parable, carved in brick and breath. Tell them staying alive can be harder than death. Raise your voice if you know that the script been wrong. We can walk through the smoke and still come out strong. Belt parable, block quiet, no saints, just the ones who adapt and repaint constraints. No stained glass saviors, just fluorescent flicker. Just a boy with a choice, just a girl getting quicker. If the legend they selling puts you flat in the ground, flip that fable for profit, turn that curse around. Fog belt parables, echo off steel stairs. Every step that we take contradicts despair. If the old tales hunger for your last breath spent, starve them out with new chapters grown in tag. Belt parables, whole crowd in reply. We ain't dying for a storyline somebody else supply.
Demolition dust in my lungs, bass in my chest, I refuse to vanish quiet.
They knocked down our buildings, left a fenced off bruise. Spray paint, ghosts on plywood, spelling half-broke truths. Developers and polos pointing fingers at charts, while our old block parties live tattooed on hearts. I'm walking through gravel where the courtyard was live. DJ booth on the balcony, grill, smoke, drums, jive. Now it's hard hats, blueprint stage, plants in the truck. Same corners they call savage, getting flipped for a buck. I remember dice in the hallway, slow jams through vents. Aunties yelling off landers, kids racing for cents. Now for lazy signs, lean smugging they tinted glass. Pet boutique where the homie once was skipping class. Real ones never had name tags, only scars and rent. Only EBT stretches, late fees, side hustles bent. They so danger on TV than bought cheap our land. Now they bite through our history with a latte in hand. I'm posted at the chain link, fitted low, eyes sharp. Polaroids in my head of every rooftop park. If they think we all faded with the brick and mold, they ain't checked the new ciphers, ain't felt this cold. You can move every wall, can't evict our sound. We adapt, relocate, plant flags in new ground. If the story they write cuts our names out clean, we tagging every skyline with the truth unseen. Ghost ride anthem, let the rubble sing. Hands to the heavens for the real that clean. If they pave our block, we'll haunt they plans. Whole crowd stomping like a marching band. Ghost ride anthem, we still on this night. Turn that dirt to a stage, make them see our light. Our light, our light, our light, our light, our light, our light, our light. Lil' homie on a scooter weaving through fresh glass doors. Used to hop broken steps, now it's swipe cards and floors. Security eyeing his hoodie like a crime in motion, while they sip craft drinks on our buried devotion. I take them to the murals, they ain't bought off yet. Names of friends, dates, halo, cigarette. Tell them this was where your uncle spun records till 3. Where your moms met your pops over cabbage and beets. Now they market the zip is up and coming so safe. Erase struggle, keep culture res, interior decorates. He say what we do, I eat, burn it down, crash shells. I say nah, buy shares, learn laws, build wells, open shops they can't front on the deed, not just keys. Make sure every slick meeting got our cousins in seats. West Coast sunset bleeds pink, over lofts too clean. ATL cranes do the same old gleam routine. From Southside blocks to Oakland, same script, same shove. Raise the rent, call it progress, call our memories thug. But we still break beats in garages, yards, lots. Still sell plates out the trunk, still connect these dots. If the system writes us out, we bootleg our page. We gon' headline our story, not just die for their stage. You can dress up the block, can't purchase our vein. We the echo in pipes, we the tag in the rain. If the blueprint says erase, we redraw every verse like a lawsuit, every bar like law. Ghost light anthem, let the rebels sing. Hands to the heavens for the real that claim. If they pave our block, we'll hunt they plans. Whole crowd stomping like a marching band. Ghost light anthem, we still own this night. Turn that dirt to a stage, make them see our light, 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 our light. If your home turns showroom while you still low pain, you ain't crazy to rage, but aim that flame. Don't die for a story where your comic relief be the glitch in they profit, be the landlord of grief. Ghost light anthem, shake they fragile peace. We survive their lens, we survive police. If they flip our laws to boost they brand, we flip that beat, make a counterland. Ghost light anthem, whole block in sync. We still here spray painting permanent ink. No ghosts, just bodies that refuse that in. New dirt, same soul, let the chant transcend.
Parking garage echo. Rooftop glow. Every engine below votes for war wisdom.
Boarded up all off the freeway, food court full of dust. Escalator stuck mid-sentence like they lost our trust. We turned this course to a council, folding chairs in the ring. LED, lanterns flicker while the night shift sing. Whole squad from different sections, H-Town, Watts, New Orleans. Gold teeth, nose rings, tattoos, duffels full of past scenes. One homie fresh off papers, one still fighting in court. One run legit detailing, one got plugs at the port. We ain't saints, we ain't victims, we the glitch in the scheme. Figuring out how to flip what they built to redeem. Blueprint spread on a kiosk where they used to sell chains. Now we marking up trucking routes, clothing lines, domains. Security golf cart circling, boy guard half asleep. He don't know up on level 6, wolves learn how to keep. I say we them being product, let's be factory owners. Turn our corners to campuses, all hitters to donors. Nobody laugh, they just nod. Heavy silence, big stakes. We all bury some brothers for some Instagram takes. If the power been crooked, we bend it back. If the game been scripted, we hack that track. No more dying as extras in they prestige scene. We drafting our saga on this ghost machine. Southwest Shadow Council plotting in the dark. Turn the dead all night to a live new spark. If you really bout respect, build your side. Whole city in the rafters when our plans collide. Southwest Shadow Council, no talk cheap. Every vow backed up by the roots we keep. We got one from Fifth Ward, talking food truck fleets. One from Inglewood, coding drives, flipping receipts. Shorty out of Bankhead, sketching logos on shoes. Girl from Southside, streaming strategies in news. We speak softly about ARs, loudly about IRS, about zoning permit lawyers, cleaning up our mess. Not to sanitize stories, but to control the end, so no suit can narrate us as a savage trend. New Orleans red breakdown, grants between sips of tea. Memphis cat, pitch security teams moving low key. We still from where it's crack pipes and parole in a purse, where text in all caps can summon something worse. But the circle ain't for flexing. What we still could do is for shrinking those funerals down to near zero. Young gun with a face tag gripping onto his chest, as if they slide on my cousin. All this talk ain't fair. We don't shame them, we feel it. That's the fracture we know. But we mad what retaliation really cost the road. Screen shine on spreadsheets, not on beef gone viral. We want long-term survival, not a crowd in denial. If the threat feel holy, let the facts dissect. Who cares crashing, no chaos, we cashing on respect. If the mood leave your nieces sleeping on the floor, that move was never gangster, that was free labor for war. Southwest shadow council plotting in the dark, turn a dead all night to a live new spark. If you really bout respect, build your side. Whole city in the rafters when our plans collide. Southwest shadow council, no talk cheap. Every vow backed up by the rules we keep. Under busted skylights, revolution mundane. Just pens, open laptops, and a shifted brain. No parade, no anthem yet, just the intent. But empires start quiet and abandoned cement. Southwest shadow council, write that code. From the cul-de-sacs, dusted to the harbor road. If the legend need our blood, we revoke that myth. Sign our names as owners on a new day glyph. Fans high for the crews that refuse to be sold. Blueprints in the shadows, hearts giant cold. When the lights come on, we'll already be kings. Not by fear, but receipts and the change that bring.
Blue lights flash in the distance. Blue lights flash in the distance. Ocean growling while I shift in my lane.
Yeah, PCH cut through the hills, moon carved into the tide. Guardrail scars on my headlights, surf clawing at the side. Billboard girls selling fantasies, chrome gloss on a lie. Cliff edge, one wrong flex away from a permanent goodbye. Remember them Carlos heavy, hush talk, loaded trunks. Tastic dreams in the speakers, paranoia in chunks. Homie used to count dirty bills at a vista looking proud. Pray low in the same breath, pistol tucked in the cloud. Now I cruise with the papers, permit stamp, route legit. Same coastline, new cargo, no siren in the script. Gas station on the bluff road, pump screen glitch in my face. Strangers' eyes on my plates, trying to gauge what I chase. I'm posted up by the snack shelf, black hoodie, calm nerves. Mapping dots on my phone screen, every mile that preserves. Real G turned dispatcher, gave his shooters a trade. Forklift over funerals, invoices over raids. Short kid in the Charger, revving loud just to feel. Tells me if they look wrong, I'ma spin this wheel. I ask, you want a war, passport stamp? Want a shirt with your face or your name on a ramp? He smirks, then he stalls, ocean wind in his teeth. Waves slam like a verdict underneath. Count cliffs, not comments before you swerve. If the hype price checks, your blood can't serve. If the play fees jazz was more than your fam, drop that there, let the real ones jam. Pacific midnight cold, no talk, just proof. Engines low, hearts cold, still guarding the roof. If respect means growth, then we stand that ground. Whole coast hums different when we move, no clown. Pacific midnight cold, keep it sharp, keep clean. Still spine, clear mind in the world obscene. Oh, yeah, rest stop above the shoreline, vending lights, bruise the dark. Truckers trading directions, secret stitched in they bark. I link with an old hitter who retired his rage. Now we signing for freight loads, not stuck in a cage. He said they call me soft, cause I changed my aim. I say they confuse a coffin with a badge and flame. Distant city glow, flickers, towers float on the haze. Helicopters drag search beams where we wasted his days. We laugh without humor, then get back to the math. Plotting schedules like sermons, no more blood in the path. Further down past the airport, strip motels blink slow. Where we once laid with a burner, always ready to go. Now we tells young homies working front desk at 3 how to own this property if you stack that fee. I slide through a toll with my conscience unbent. If the pact ain't mutual, I don't sign, I don't vent. Seen captains crumble over crumbs, seen quiet men rise. Learn loyalty is numbers plus what lives in your eyes. Shorty in the Charger hits my line, weak song says put me on route work. I'm done dying for wrong. I send forms, not threats, codes, not ops. If the ocean taught anything, it's to outlive drops. If the task ain't feeding, who share your name? Why bleed in advance for a rigged up game? If the score feels staged for a camera spin, let that script starve out, don't write yourself in. Pacific midnight cold, no talk, just proof. Engines low, hearts cold, still guarding the roof. If respect means growth, then we stand that ground. Whole coast homes different when we move, no cloud. Pacific midnight cold, keep it sharp, keep clean. Still spine, clear mind in the world obscene. Then, oh yeah. Blackwater hitting those rocks like a warning in tongues. Every wave like a story of the too young done. If they sell you a legend that ends with you gone, shred that myth, don't shoulder drive slow, live long. Pacific midnight cold, hold firm, no fold. We choose air in our lungs over chains of gold. If the block need models that escape that mold, point them here 10 toes, 20 years from soul. Pacific midnight